Hey guys, this is Joel here from joelwebsites.com. Okay, so in today's video I'm going to teach you how to create a website, but in this video I will be showing you in detail, okay, the HTML code, because I'm not going to use any CMS platform like WordPress and all that stuff. So I'll be creating a business website using, I'm just using HTML, JavaScript and CSS, simple. So guys, before watching this video, I request you to just check the description of the video, because I will post all the important information over there, okay?
So guys, this video is not a video where I create a website from scratch, okay? So whatever I'm going to teach you is going to be downloaded from here and there, okay? So this is how web developers develop. They don't actually develop everything from scratch. This is the correct way. They don't develop everything from scratch because you already get ready-made snippets that are available online, okay? So in CodePen, so here's the website CodePen. So in this website, I found this amazing template. So the amazing template is here. I just love this template because it has this beautiful thing. So one of my client requires a similar website interface. So this is where I found it. Okay, I found it in codepen.com. Sorry, not codepen.com. It is codepen.io. So guys, even if you want the same template, then you can go to codepen.io and download it. Okay, so here is codepen.io and I'm going to type in for communication design. So I'm pressing enter, and so the first thing that comes up is the design that I had shown. Okay, the where the template I just previewed was the same one. So I clicked on it, and so here we find 3 or 4 boxes. Okay, so these 3 and 4 boxes will help you understand which part is the HTML, which part is CSS, and which part is the JS. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my desktop once again. So here I go to my desktop. I'll open this folder. I'm going to create a new file. Okay, so new text document. Okay, actually you can do this by opening brackets right away. I'm going to open brackets. So here I open brackets. These are all my old files. Okay, so I'm not going to show you what I did in the previous video. You can check the previous videos out. Okay, so here I go to new, and I'm going to paste in all the code that is available in CodePen. I'm going to just copy paste in all the code that is available in CodePen. So let's go to CodePen once again. So this is CodePen, and I'm going to copy the HTML copy and going to paste it in the HTML document. So make sure that this code is inside the HTML or body tag. Okay, it should be usually in the body tag. So let me get that done. Okay, so here I will put in some HTML document tags, HTML. Okay, I'm going to put a closing tag as well. And I'm just making sure that the code is typed in the body tag. Okay, okay, so I'm going to save it in my desktop. So I'm saving it in my website folder. Here I'm going to save it. Okay, so let's name it index. So here we have our document saved. So I hope that this process was quite easy. So let's copy the CSS and the JS as well. So let me go back to CodePen and copy the CSS. Control A, Control C. Going back to my editor, now I have to just create a CSS tag. Okay, what you could do is you can create a style tag, style. You can paste in the CSS code here, and now you can create a JavaScript tag as well. Okay, so you need to type in script. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in script. So let me go back to CodePen, and here I'm going to copy Control A and copy Control C. Okay, so here I paste the code. So here you see I've copied the CSS, HTML and script. Let us preview the file. Okay, I press the lightning button for the preview. Let's see if it shows up. Okay, so this is what is supposed to be opening. Okay, so it seems that there are some errors. So let me press F12. Okay, so we got an error saying that dollar is not defined. Okay, so let me explain why is this happening. So this is a JavaScript error. This usually comes when there is no jQuery libraries included in the project. So let's go ahead and include the jQuery libraries. Okay, so guys, I'm creating a head tag in the HTML tags. Okay, head tag. Okay, I'm pasting in my jQuery script here. So what I'm going to do is, this is my previous project. Okay, so I'm just copying the JS and I'm just copying the jQuery tag. Okay, I'm just including the file, basically nothing much. Let me go to my folder and paste in the JS file. So I hope now the code runs fine. Okay, so it seems that the code is still not running. Okay, let's see if there are any more errors. Okay, so it seems that there are some errors. um, what in this case, what I'll recommend is, if you are downloading the code from a website like CodePen, there is an export button over here. Okay, so here there is an export button, so just click on that. So click on export as zip. So then you will see a folder over there. Okay, so I'm going to click on open for show and folder. So here is my file. Okay, I'm just pasting it in my project. I'm deleting I'm just going to delete all the files. Okay, that I created. Let me extract the files. Okay, so now all the files are included. So let us run and see whether it's working fine. Okay, so guys, let us try opening the project once and see if it works. Okay, so we see that the website is now running from the file. Okay, so it is loaded from my desktop directory, and here is all the content. What we need to do is that we need to change the content according to our needs. Okay, so I'll show you how that is done. Okay, so you got to open your index file that is in the folder. So mine is the my website folder. So I'm opening it from the my website folder. You can see the name here. So the next step is that you need to find, okay, whatever you want. Like suppose here you can see the text. Here you can see all the text, okay. So I'm going to just put in here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that the reason that I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is to, because I know that the text is repeated, so I don't want to get confused whether the same text is repeated over and over again. So here we can clearly see that 1 is written. So here let's put in 2. Here you can see 2. Here you can see 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, right? So now I'm sure that all the data from where it is coming. I just need to make the changes in the text. So let me go ahead and enter in all the data. So I'm just going to make the changes. So let me put in, okay, so I'm getting an error saving the file. So I'm opening it in another software. I'm opening it in Adobe Dreamweaver. I'm making the changes. You can open it in any software, okay? There's no constraint or anything. You can open it in your favorite text editor. So I'm going to put the first heading as digital advertising. Digital advertising. Okay, make sure that the first letter is capital because it gives it a better professional look. Okay, so let me go to the other headings. So here I'm going to type in indoor. You will have to type in all your business services. Okay, over here, what are the main? You can think properly and then you can decide and put in the details. Okay, whatever you like, whatever suits your business. So guys, I've entered in all the details. So let me try refreshing the page. Okay. Um, Let me refresh the page. So you see that the headings have changed. Okay, so here I'm going to put relevant information about the business. So this is about some advertising business. So let me put all the relevant images. Okay. One more cool thing is that we need to put in some text over here in this blue thing. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to show an image on this section. So it will look like an image. So you can download the images on the internet which are non-copyright. Make sure the images you're using are non-copyright and you use images that are professional looking. Okay, so sometimes I know it is really difficult to get images, but it is possible to get good images for free also. So guys, now I'll try to input some data over here, okay, in this boxes as I told you. So let me go back to the editor and search in for the LIs. So it looks as if it is this li. You can see this nav com thing. So this is the part from where that right hand side list is showing. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to put in some images in every li. So let me start by putting in some image tags. img is the image tag. For image tag we need to type in a source src equal to some source. Okay, so similarly I'm going to put in all the image tags for all the lis. I'm making sure that the image sources are inside the href links, because then I will able to click on the link. Okay, so that's the reason. So let us try refreshing the page and see if there are any broken images or what happened exactly. So as of now we cannot see anything. Let us try putting some broken images. So guys, actually I'm not going to put broken images because I already have some images, okay, so that are relevant for the website. So here are the images. There are some digital advertising images, okay, so nothing so special. You can check them out, okay. So here they are. Okay, so guys, I'll show you how to include the images in your website, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this image folder and I'm going to copy it in the project, okay, in the project folder. So here you see that we have copy pasted the images folder, and here are the images that were there inside. So I'm thinking of putting the images in the right hand side. Okay, so here we'll see the preview once again. So I'm thinking of putting the images on the right hand side, okay, over here. So then it will look attractive maybe. So let us try and see how it looks, okay. So guys, we will go to the li tags in the HTML document, that is index.html. So I'm going to place the image tags, okay. So yeah, I've already placed the image tags. As you see, I've already placed them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in the image tags, okay. So here I go placing the tag. So just here's the first tag that I'm going to place. Let's see if this is the first place. I don't think that is the first place where I can tag, okay. So I think this is the first one. So this is the li that is starting. This is the UL, and inside the UL there are some LIs. So these are very simple tags. UL and LIs are used to create list. Okay, they are used to create basic list. So I'm just going to put in. I'm going to put in dot dot. Here that you can see there is a suggestion called images. So let me put some image here. Similarly, I'm going to put some other image for the second one in the image source tag. Okay. So I'm pressing Ctrl S and save. Let us try refreshing and seeing if it helps placing the image. Okay, so we see that the images are added, okay, but their size is a bit of weird, okay. So it's not, we don't want so big images to be placed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to define the height and the width. Let me go on top where the UL is. So here's the first UL, and we will define the height and width for this. Sometimes it is good to optimize the images because the website should be optimized so that it loads faster, okay. So this is a very important thing that needs to be kept in mind. So I'm defining height and widths. I'm putting this 100 pixels for convenience. Let's see how it how it shows up, okay. I'm going back to my file and I'm refreshing it now for me to see the recent changes. So here you see that there's a small preview for this, okay. So here's the second preview. So you see that on the third one onwards I have not put a height and the width, okay. So that was the reason it is not looking. So let me put 100 by 100 pixels for the other ones as well, the height and the width. So I'm going to put the same image for now, and then in the end I'm going to put a relevant image. Let me try refreshing and seeing what happens. So here we have all the images set. Okay, so the one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have the 7 images. Okay guys, the next step is to ensure that you're placing the correct images in the correct sections. Okay, for example, I am clicking on this thing and it is showing me indoor, so I must make sure that I'm placing the relevant image over here. Okay, so and it should, I'll also try to display a text over here indoor. Okay, so let me first try to change this one to indoor image. Okay, so I'll have to go to my folder and then check for an indoor image. Okay, so we'll have to check for an indoor image, and it seems that this image is suitable. Let me see which image seems to be suitable. So we should make sure that the small image should be visible. Okay, whatever is there, it should be visible. Okay, so these two images look okay for indoor. Okay, this okay, so this image looks suitable for indoor. So I it is IMG 2173. Okay, but before I use this image, I'm going to crop it. Okay, and going to open it using Adobe Photoshop. So here is my Adobe Photoshop open. I'm going to do the crop thing. Okay, so here is the crop tool, and I'm going to crop the image. So let me make it suitable for small. I just want to show it as a small thumbnail. Okay, so this way it looks okay maybe. So I'm clicking on image and crop. Okay, image and crop. Now I'm going to save the file as something. So I'm going to save this image 213.term.jpg. I'm clicking on save. Okay, so now we have a new image 213.term. Okay, so this image is more better for that purpose. So I'm going to go back to my HTML document, and I'm going to skip the first image in the UL, because that is the not the one that I'm looking for. I'm looking for the second one. So I'm going to skip this one and I'm going to go to the second one. So here I'll have to paste in the file name. So if the file is loading properly, we should able to see this image loading in brackets. So I'm pressing Ctrl S and saving. So let me try refreshing the page and check whether it's showing the Indo image. So yeah, we see that there's an Indo image. Okay. So in Indo we have got the Indo images. So here I'm going to type in Indo. Okay, for now. Let me minimize Photoshop because I won't use it much now. Here there is a blue color thing. Okay, in the navbar, this is the section where you see the blue color stuff. So I'm not interested in showing blue color stuff, so I'm just commenting out. Okay, all this stuff, because I'm not going to need it anymore. So now let me go here and type in a paragraph tag. Okay, so to type a paragraph tag, I'm just putting a p tag. Okay, and I'm going to put in indoor. You can make it capital or small as per your needs, and you just need to test and trial. Just need to test properly what is where. So the page is not refreshing properly, but here you can see that there is a indoor written. Okay, when we click on indoor, it's taking us to indoor. So now let us make the text white. Okay, so I'm going to put in the style tag and put in color. So let us see if the text becomes white or no. So we see that the text is also become white as per our requirements. So let us see in the console why is the image is not loading. So it seems that Cloudflare is not responding properly and my internet connection is a bit weak. Okay, so that's the reason we are seeing this broken image over here. But there's nothing to worry much. So let us go to the next image. So here, so guys, now I'm going to put the relevant images. Okay, so here Indo, and I'm going to put the remaining images too. Okay, so you, before I put the Indo here, okay, in the li, so I'm going to check the next li. I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to just comment this code that is there for the blue lines. I'm going to check what exactly is there for the second third one. Here we see that there is semi outdoor. Okay, so let me type in semi outdoor. Okay, copying this indoor code and putting in semi outdoor. So now let me see the fourth one, that is video wall. Okay, so let me do the same thing and type in video wall. I'm commenting out this code, the span. You have to put a opening brace and exclamation mark and dash dash, and then close it by putting dash dash and close tag. So yeah, I'm putting video wall. Let me see what is next. Here we have buses. Okay, so let us see what is next. There are two more remaining, taxi tops and malls. So let us go to the next one and put in taxi tops and malls. Okay, so you see that actually coding is really easy. You have to just type in the relevant stuff in the correct places. Okay, you just need how to type things in the correct places, in the correct opening tags and closing tags. Make sure you're typing it in the correct place. Okay, last one is malls. So guys have to still put in the images. So let us refresh and see whether the text has been come correctly. So here we see we got the text, but we need to make changes in the images. Okay, so semi outdoors. Okay, so something is, the images don't look fine. Okay guys, so I'll show you how to place the relevant images. Okay, first of all you'll have to open the image folder and check what are the relevant images. Okay, so for now, for instance, now I'm going to semi window. Okay, so I'll have to find a semi window image. Okay, so from the images, I'm just going to skip this part and just show you the next part directly because I know it's a bit lengthy process. Okay, so basically you have to just type in the relevant images in the image tags. Okay, so now this image source you see, you have to just type in the correct name for the file and nothing else. So we have inserted all the images, okay, which are relevant. So you see that there are all relevant images. The next step is to add a header to this website. Okay, so on the header we have the navigation menu bar. Okay, and we can also put a logo in the header. So let us see how that is done. Okay guys, so what we are going to do is we are going to see the menu bar. Okay, so I've already searched for menu bar in codepen.io, and here we have a beautiful menu bar. Okay, so I like this one, or you can even go for this, but I'm going to go for this one. Okay, since I feel it is quite suitable. So you got to click on it, and see, we already have the jQuery library included, so no need to include this. Other than that, we need to include the body, what was in the body. So here is all the code. Okay, let us see exactly what is in the menu bar. So we just need to copy the top part. Okay, so let us try. So we need to see where home, about us, news, address, and contact is there. Okay, so let us check. So guys, here I can see some div text closing. So I'm copying everything that is there in the div. Okay, so here's the opening part of the div, and I'm going to go back to my HTML document and paste it right on top. Okay, since I want it on top. So this is where I am copying it. Let me go back and type in the JS and the CSS. Okay, so I'm just going to copy it in the similar place, or you can include the CSS externally. That's not a issue at all. Okay, you can do it as per your needs. I'm just going to put it in style tags, and the JS2 in Control A and Control C. I'm going to put JS in script tags. Okay, so let's see if it works. So let us refresh our page and see if anything happens. So it seems that the menu bar is added, but something is wrong somewhere. Let us change the zoom and setting and see whether anything is there. We can just see the home button, but we can't see anything other than that. We need to see what is wrong. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to type in all the CSS and JS right in the end. Okay, so let us see if that is going to help. So we will search for our body tag where we included the code. So this is the part of code. I'm going to put it right in the bottom. Sometimes that makes a difference. Sometimes what happens is that the files are override, okay, in CSS. So when the files are overwritten, then it does not, the CSS is basically replaced. So that is what may have happened right now. So let us type it right in the bottom. So we see that there is some other JS included. I'm not sure if that is overriding it. So I'm just including it in the bottom. Let us save and refresh the code and see. Okay, so it seems that this one is not working. What I'm going to do is check if there is some other file that was missing that has been left to be included. So doesn't seem so as if there was any other file included. Okay, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to export this file and check. Okay, I'm going to export it as a zip. Now I'm going to get a download, and I'll just see. I'm just going to cut this file and paste it in my project folder to avoid confusion. So I'm going to create a new folder, so same menu. Actually, I'm just going to check for now whether this thing is how the actual file is, okay, before I include it. sometimes when we try to copy paste, we are not able to copy paste it completely, so that's the problem. So we see that there is an index.js in this and css. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll copy these two files. First let us check it out. Okay, we will open it using Google Chrome. So it's working fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the content of the css in my website folder. Okay, okay, so they are asking to replace style.css, so I'm going to do skip for this because I don't want to replace it. I'm going to replace this css to style 1, or I'm going to make it to style menu so that there is no confusion. Okay, so I'm copying this to in the css. So the next step is to copy the js as well. So there is just one index.js, so I'm going to cut and paste that. Let us see if there is something already in this. Okay, so again we need to rename the menu, the js, okay, for the menu. So I'm just putting menu, index menu, so that it's easy to understand. So I hope now everything is fine. Now the next part is to include the other code. Okay, so there is html remaining, so I'm going to open the html and just copy paste whatever is needed. So we see that these three files are not included yet, so I'm going to copy that. So css already seems to be copied properly, so I'm going to go back to my old file, that is the index for my website. If guys, if you're finding this a bit confusing, then you can slow down the video and see it. Okay, you can view this video over again, there's no problem. I hope you're getting what I'm saying. So I'm just going to type in style menu because I renamed. Okay, and one more thing is remaining, that we need to include the index.js. So I'm going to make a copy of this. So let us now refresh the code and see whether it's working fine from our desktop. So there you have it. We see that there is the header successfully embedded. Okay, and here we have the right hand side menu items. So what we can go ahead and do is create the extra pages. Moreover, we will also add a footer because this template has a footer also. So feel free to use this template as a footer. So let's go back to the menu. This is the menu folder which I created. So let's open it with brackets, and here there is a menu. So this block you see is the footer. Okay, so we just need to copy it and paste it into our website. So here am I copying it. I'm just removing this extra part of code because it is repeated. I've already included it externally using the index menu and index style .css and js respectively. So let's remove and refresh and see whether the code is working fine. This is my page which I'm creating on my desktop. Refreshing and checking. So everything seems to be fine. Here we have it. Oh god. Everything seems to be okay. Um, you will see it full screen. So this is how the website looks for now. There are some mistakes, but we will rectify it. So what I'll show you now is to create all the other pages. Okay, so now the home page is the home page itself, so no worries. This is the home page that we are creating for now. Now this is about us, news, address and contact. I will be renaming the menu bar items, and I'm going to link the pages accordingly.